Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video I really want to do an editorial look, kind of my first one of 2020. I was trying to think of what colours I wanted to do, and I noticed kind of my previous ones do tend to be a little bit colourful. So I want to go quite dark with this one, maybe a bit, not grungy, but yeah, quite dark colours I think. So I really hope you enjoy. Someone has requested that I do another colourful look because I haven't actually done a colourful look so far in 2020, and I do love colourful looks. So the next video will be a colourful makeup look. Let me know what colour you want me to do. Probably not blue or purple, just because I've got a blue and purple look planned at some point not too far away. But kind of whatever colour, another colour you really like, or a colour combination that you think would be really cool to do, or yeah, something like that. So let me know down below. But if you're interested in this editorial look, then please keep on watching. Okay, so I'm going to go straight to skin. I'm going to start off with my Hint Beauty concealer, just using this as concealer for this look. I'm just using it to hide any blemishes, imperfections, and just kind of neaten up the skin portion. So I think I might keep the skin portion kind of light in terms of blusher and bronzer, just to kind of really emphasize the dark colours on the eyes and possibly lips. I haven't quite decided that bit yet, but I just thought it might be quite interesting. And actually, weirdly, I'm not going to set my skin either, because this is an editorial look and I'm not going to be wearing it like for a long period of time. I'm actually going to let my natural oils kind of mix in with the concealer and create a slight dew effect on the skin. I am going to pop, I know I said I wasn't going to go heavy with the blusher or bronzer, and I'm not, but I am going to add a little bit of blush to the cheeks, just to add something there. I'm going to take the 100% Pure Naked 2 palette, and I'm just going to take this blusher here, because it's kind of, it is pink tone, but it's quite like a neutral pink tone, so it's not going to, it will complement kind of what I'm going to do on the eyes and things like that, if I can find my brush. Just to a little kind of wash this, and have it quite high up, kind of near the eye area as well. And I will bring some just around here, just because I quite like that C-shape effect. And I'm going to add highlighter because I do want the kind of really glossy or glowy skin. So I'm going to take the illuminator again in this palette. This is the palette I'm going to use on my eyes. I kind of haven't used it in a while, and I thought actually it might work quite well for what I want. Hopefully. Again, I'm putting it in areas I wouldn't necessarily put it, just because I want the skin to look perfected with the concealer, or as much as I can, and then, but I do want it to look quite natural, so actually adding a bit more highlighter in areas I wouldn't usually, because that gives that dew effect, and it gives like more kind of skin-like effect, I feel. So that is all I'm going to do to the skin portion. I'm going to move on to the eyes. I'm going to fill in my brows first. I'm not going to do anything different really. I might go a little bit lighter and less structured with the brows, but I'm not going to do anything kind of significantly different. So I'm just going to take my Lily Lola Eye Duo in dark and just kind of fill them in like I would usually, but maybe make them a bit less heavy and slightly less structured. Moving on to eyes, so as always I'm going to prep and prime my eyes using my Lily Lola eye primer. Go ahead and give a good wash of this across the lid. Like I said, I'm playing with 100% Pure Naked 2 palette. I think the shade that's going to be the most use for me, because I kind of want more the grey tone, I think, is the shade Splendor. So it's this one here. It's kind of like a grey, brown, dark brown. So yeah, that's what I'm going to use for the eye portion. So let me get my brush that I want to use. Actually, you know what? I'm going to start off using the Spectrum eyeshadow in B06. It was kind of the one I've tried before that I thought was quite good for the crease work, but it doesn't pick up that much product. So I'm just going to see what it's like again. And like I said, I kind of want to do this through the crease, so this actually will work, hopefully will work quite nicely. I just zoom in a bit more. Okay, so where I want this is I kind of want to leave a gap on the lid, and I just want to have this so it kind of almost like a cut crease type effect, and kind of go wrap around the eye, but leaving kind of, yeah, this bit bare. So this is going to pick up a light amount of product, but it's going to focus it nicely in the crease. And I'll go in with a pencil brush or something a bit more dense when I want to really build it up. I'm going to bring the shadow onto the lid, but just literally this outer portion here. I possibly might make this clear section glossy. I haven't quite decided on that, but yeah. But yeah, I just kind of thought, I usually do quite, not vibrant colours, but I do use quite light colours and sometimes quite colourful ones. So I thought it might be a bit different. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, I might have done an editorial look that's quite dark. But, I'm going to drag us along here. Yeah. But yeah, like I said, next video will definitely be a more colourful look. So leave me your suggestions of colours or colour combinations that you'd like to see. But like I said, I have got a blue and a purple themed look coming up shortly, so maybe not those colours, but yeah. Yeah, this brush is really good for kind of the shaping wise. I mean, it does pick up product, but like with a dense blending brush or a pencil brush, it doesn't pick up that much, but it does really help with kind of crease work if you want a bit more of a shape going, for sure. So now on a pencil brush, I'm going to pick up the exact same shade, and I'm going to start working this right in that crease area and add a bit of depth right there. Deepen this outer corner portion as well. Let's go through the crease again. And then take the fluffy brush, and again just go ahead and soften it slightly. Because I don't want this to be neat as such, like the edges. It doesn't need to be neat, but some kind of blend would be good. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take some of Vivid, which is like a dark purple, on my pencil brush. And this is going to go along this lower lash line. I'm going to kind of bring it down a bit more than I would usually, just to get more of that smoked effect. I will do a little bit of blending in a second. And what I might do as well is add some to the outer portion of this look and along the upper lash line, but only kind of 3/4 of the way across. And just blend it slightly. Okay, I'm not going to do anything to the inner corner. I don't want to add any shimmer to this. Like I said, I might add a gloss. I'm going to go in mascara next, but weirdly, I'm just going to add it to my lower lash line because I kind of want the lower lash line to be really dark. But keep this bit, although I've got like obviously dark colours around the eyes, keep the actual near the lid and lash line, upper lash line bare. I just think it might be make an interesting look. So I'm going to do that. So I've got the Avril mascara here. And I'm just going to load up my lower lashes only. Okay, so I just think it gives a real contrast from upper lashes to lower lashes, obviously. And they are slightly clumped together because I purposely did that just to give a real more intense vibe to the lower lash line. Now, the last bit is lips, and I had thought of going for a dark green lip here, which I've got here. This is the Ritual de Fille Forbidden Lipstick in Chrysalis. But I don't think I want to go green. So actually I'm going to take the Ritual de Fille Inner Glow Cream Pigment in Eclipse instead and kind of build this up on my lips, I think. But I'm going to use a brush to apply this. I don't need this to be precise, but I just think a brush might be easier with this. Okay, so I think I'm going to go in a completely different direction with my lips now. I'm going to go in with the red instead. So I've got the Benecos lip liner in red. I'm going to line and fill in with this. Then Lily Lolo's Berry Crush. And then what I am going to do instead, just because I do want it vamped up, is going to now take some of the clips and just so slightly go over it just to get more of a vampy lip going. Okay, so not quite how I planned this look out to be, but overall I quite like it. So I wanted to go from there because a bit more of a grungy, well not say grungy, but like a deeper vampy kind of editorial look with the eyes. I decided against the gloss because I wanted to keep it all matte on the eyes instead. And I actually really like how this turned out, and I like just having the mascara on my lower lash line. It definitely gives like a nice contrast, I think. And again, I wanted to go for more of a grey or green lip, but it wasn't working. So I think actually this works out much better, in my opinion. But let me know your thoughts and opinions down here below. Let me know what you would have done differently, or how, yeah, you would have done this look. Leave any requests for future videos down below. Don't forget to leave me a request about the colours. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.